Bonjour YouTube! Je m'appelle Pinstar, and this is Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Yes, after years of waiting for the next latest and greatest civilization, it is here, and I have been sinking my teeth deep into this one. So today we are going to take control of a civilization and play through a full playthrough of the game. And if you couldn't guess by my intro, our civilization du jour is going to be France. Looking through all the differences, I still haven't quite figured out my absolute favorite, but France kind of grabs me. It's got one of the more unique of the unique abilities in the game. Well, here, let's create the game. Catherine de Medici right here at the top. So her abilities: Grand Tour, 20% production towards medieval, Renaissance, and industrial area wonders, and tourism from any wonders is doubled. So, despite not traditionally being a wonder-heavy civ, France is starting to sort of get into the game with the wonders in this time around, with that production bonus and the tourism bonus right there. Now, that level 1 diplomatic visibility, that's a brand new concept to Civ 6, and you will see it in action in the game, so I'm not going to try and describe it too much. The Garde Imperiale, from what I understand, is disgustingly powerful, like really disgustingly powerful. And one of the things I like to do in the, I'd say, mid-game, is basically clear out my home continent, clear everyone off, take over the place for myself, and then probably go for a culture game. And that's actually kind of how France is sort of geared towards. They're geared towards some local conquest. I mean, you could probably swing a domination with them, but also some culture with that wonder production bonus, and then the tourism bonus. And then last but not least, we got the chateau, which doesn't show up until later, but it can give you honey bunches of culture, especially when built next to a wonder, and extra gold when next to a luxury. And it has to be next to things. So those chateaus we're going to want to plan out in advance, because you can't build those from the get-go. So then, that is going to be France. We shall choose them. Our game parameters: Prince difficulty, which is the normal difficulty. I have no advantages. The AI has no advantages. And the AI is working at full mental capacity, to my knowledge. Probably as I do additional series on this channel, I will ramp up the difficulty. But being that I did not get to play it a month early like some of the bigger YouTubers out there, I've only had a couple of days with this game. So don't take this game as a full-fledged strategy and tactics. That said, I will be trying to shed with you some of the strategies and tactics I have learned over the last day or two, as well as exploring new strategies and tactics as we go on. Oh yeah, map size, standard. That's more like it. Alright everyone, here we go.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. It falls to you, Catherine de Medici, to use your gifts of knowledge and of the arts to unite your people.
Yeah, blah 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 blah. I will let the stuff play. Ooh. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have here. We've got truffles, luxury resource. We've got whales. That's usually a rare one. That's also a luxury resource. We've got bananas and some wheat. So kind of a food-heavy start, which means we're going to want to get off this tile here so that we may mine it, and because we're going to get most of our hammers from this tile right here. We built the city on it. That's not going to help us out. Now, is that a hill tile? That is a hill tile. So these two tiles right here are going to be our mainstays of production, plus all this food. I think we're going to have a good capital here. I think we're just going to take one step off here. We're not settling in place, but we're still it's still working for us. But let me just see if we're going to be abandoning anything really good over here. Crabs. We will be losing the rice, but the rice can be part of another city, and we've got plenty of food. We've got the 2 wheats plus the bananas, so plus the crabs if we wanted, plus the whales. We're good. And the nice thing is, in Civ 6, you don't, in order to tap into coastal resources, you do not necessarily need to have a coastal city. You can build a harbor district, and that can get people out there as well. So even though we are not literally going to be on the ocean, we can still eventually build ships with this city. So that's going to be useful. But for the meantime, I think it is time we stepped off of here and founded. Now, as far as opening builds, I've been playing around with it, and there's one that seems to work really well for me. We're going to start off things with a slinger. Slingers are important for a couple of different reasons. One, barbarians come early and come often, and they have teeth in this one. They absolutely have teeth. So we need to be mindful of them. So getting more than just our base warrior here is ideal. Now, as far as our starting techs, well, we want to unlock the techs that are needed for each of these, basically. I think I want to go pottery so I can start getting our food up. And then we will probably go animal husbandry so we can get the truffles. It'll only take a couple of border expands to encapsulate these. So hopefully the game does naturally grow in that. The one thing I haven't been able to figure out is, like, it shows you can buy tiles just like you could back in 5, which is great, but it doesn't show you which tiles are due to be automatically acquired by natural culture, nor does it appear to be that you can designate, I want this to be the next tile the city acquires when it naturally cultures up. That might be me just not understanding some of the nuances, or it might just be a feature that didn't quite make it to 6. So right then, let us pass the turn. Another feature, quote unquote, of 6 is previously, if you had a little bit of movement left, you could use it to move onto a tile that had too much of a movement cost for you to get on naturally. So if this were Civ 5, I could move here, still have 1 movement left, and then move across the river onto this rainforest plains. Nope. You need to be able to pay the full movement cost to move anywhere, which is a little bit more. I don't want to say. Well, it favors the defender a little bit more. Let's get on this hill so we can see a little bit further. What I basically want to do is scout around my city. What we're looking for is a second city site here. Actually, I might follow the river in that case, because building cities next to rivers really, really good. And so the chances that we're going to find a good second city location on our river is a good one. Of course, the river goes this way too, but as soon as we finish our slinger, we can have our slinger wander down that way. We're also looking for barb huts. We want to find them before they find us. All right, yeah. Oh, we discovered another continent. So the way the game works is that the world is just divided into continents. Now, single land masses divided by oceans are obviously continents. But when you have a gigantic land mass that is too big for one continent, it is connected by... it basically splits the continent automatically. So over here, this is the continent of Amasia, and over here, that's still Amasia. Where's the next one? I'm not sure where the other continent was that we found. Hang on, let me try and find the right map view. I do want to show yield icons. That will help me out. Map pins we will be utilizing in due time. There's our strategy view, but I'm going to keep it on graphical view. Continent. There's the other continent. It's up north of us. So this is technically another continent, even though the wow, that's an interesting divide. Because it looks like the ocean is right here anyway, but cuts the continent right here. There must be more landmass up here. But no matter, we triggered a Eureka for foreign trade. by discovering that second continent. You don't always get that. Sometimes you're right dab in the middle of your continent and you're not going to find another continent for a while. All right, ooh, some stone, that's not bad. Some schmeepingtons, that's not bad. If we get like a new unique luxury resource over here, we will be in business for a second city. I mean, this is still already pretty good because we've got food tiles, we've got production tiles. We'll be building over here. We'll probably be able to, if we built one here, we could snag the crabs resource eventually. That's always good. But yeah. Oh, by the way, oh, a barb hut must have just appeared. We don't want them. We're going to go right over here. Yep, there's our barb hut. Now, here's how this works. Right now, this barb hut doesn't know about us, or doesn't know about our city, more to be exact. That's why they spawn a scout. Now, the scout goes out looking for cities. When they find a city, then they will return home. And if the scout, having seen a city, returns home to the barb hut will start spawning tons of guys. Tons of guys. We do not want that to happen. We want to basically murder the scout before they can get to us. So our warrior's new priority is to kill this guy. We got our slinger coming in 2 turns to help deal with that. So and then obviously we'll eventually want to smash the barb hut itself. Now we can't catch the scout, but what we can do, is smash up this guy right here. Yeah, he's on a marshland, so we might be able to just start pounding away at him. If we clear the camp and the scout comes back to report, and there's nobody left there to report to, then we still don't have the problem of that. So you know what? I think we're going to start pounding on this guy. Well, next turn. We don't have the moves for it yet. And we're going to have our slinger soon. Oh, you better not start spawning units. You better not start spawning the units. I don't know if that counted as him seeing it yet. But we're going to start pounding on him. And our slinger is going to help. Now, one of our goals here is we want our slinger to get a kill. I'm going to start with a builder, but if we start getting spawns here, then we're going to need to adapt. Okay, I don't think he officially saw it yet, which means our slinger can start getting pot shots here at this little scout here. And yeah, I'm just going to start grinding down these guys. I want to clear the camp before our scout here has a chance to report in and cause them to start spawning. We are minorly advantaged against them. So our guy's going to be wounded as hell, but I think we will eventually win. And if we can just nip this in the bud before it starts becoming a major problem. Yeah. We'll move you up here. Can't fire yet. Promotion available. Well, is that hills? That is hills. So I won't be able to finish them off. I won't be able to get my slinger too. We just need to make sure. Phew. All right, I'm just worried. Yeah, my guy might die too. Like the RNG might be that my guy dies here. So you know what? I'm going to take my promotion to heal him. Because taking a promotion, now it takes up my whole turn. But if we do this, we can get our slinger kill off of the spearman here. And then we'll use our warriors to clear the camp itself. And that will trigger our inspiration for archery, which is an important one. Okay, we got our pottery, which means our builder will be able to start doing these farmy things. It did unfortunately grab the truffles first. I wanted it to grab the wheat. This is what I was talking about, prioritizing what resources the city grabs. So we're going to want to grab animal husbandry so we can capitalize on the truffles. Yeah. Yeah, the scout itself does not actually... the only thing they can hurt is trade caravans. They won't pillage your tiles. They won't generally won't attack your units, I think, other than other scouts, which we don't have any of. All right, let's get our inspiration by getting a kill with a slinger. That should be enough to take them out. Beautiful. So the way inspirations work is if you satisfy the requirements of an inspiration, you get half of the progress towards that attack. The other half has to be researched naturally. So now we are halfway on our way to archery, which is awesome. And we can clean this, and we get an inspiration for military tradition by clearing out a camp. I'm actually kind of glad that we did bump into a camp, so we can get our inspirations going here. There's also another inspiration for bronze working for killing 3 barbarians. That's 1 barbarian. That'll be 2 barbarians when we kill them. So all we need is a third, and we're golden. Yeah. Now this guy's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt to catch because of their movement here. But if we can trap them, then we're golden. Oh yeah, cities do not inherently have the ability to fire or to do damage until you build city walls. So you can't rely on your cities just to gun down barbarians by themselves. Get a little extra experience for our slingers here. Yep. Yeah, let's get a kill for our slingers, see if we can't get them a promotion proper. I mean, there's no specific benefit to getting more than 1 kill. But we got their promotion. These guys I'm just going to fortify until healed. Might as well top them off. And they're inside our borders, so they'll heal a bit faster. We're almost done with our code of laws, which is awesome. All right, Paris has grown. And Paris is also having no surplus food. Well, we'll fix that once we get the wheat done here. We're going to have a butt ton of money with these truffles. Okay, let's start exploring down this way. See if there's anything interesting. I'm gonna hang on. Let's put a pin down right here. So this is just sort of a reminder for me to say, hey, here's something. Might be useful, might be good. Yeah, just as a reminder for later. Oh yeah, we got to promote our...
Man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst.
All right, so now we get to start enacting policies. This is sort of like the civics tree. Double experience for recon. Now we'll do discipline. And we do want to get a little bit of faith so we can get a pantheon going. So at least temporarily, we're going to do God King. You need 25 faith to get a pantheon, which is not hard. And even if you're not going to go out of your way to be a super duper religious civ or try for a religious victory, it's still worth it to try and get a pantheon. Even if you're eventually going to get adopt somebody else's religion. Which, I mean, France is not a really religiously focused civ, so I might not go for a religion, but then again, I might. It depends. So we will confirm those policies. Oop, there we go. City needs food. Yeah, I know that. We'll get you some food. That's the whole point. Is build a farm. And by building a farm, we get irrigation Eureka, which is what we need for these bananas. You know what? I might spend the money to pick up these 2 tiles, or at least this other wheat, and then go for that. All right. Prove 3 tiles. Melee. Oh yeah, we want craftsmanship. Even though we haven't Eureka'd it yet, we're gonna Eureka it. Okay, with that done, yes, I know it's suggesting a settler. I'm actually going to go for a couple more slingers. This is going to allow us to really fight off any barbs we might see. But also, if we get the opportunity, we might be able to pull off an early ancient war. All right, you guys are... Yeah, we'll just do the range strength here. You get here into Paris, just to meet up with them. And we'll see what Paris... yeah, animal husbandry is almost done. So we'll move you up here to pick up the truffles. I know the... Oop, goody hut. Yay, goody hut. And we'll move you up here. Might as well go onto the hills for additional sight. Although this kind of looks like a dead end, which would be unfortunate if this is if this is really and truly a dead end, because this is not enough room or interesting things to grow a city with. Which might leave us right over here, which is great, except they we'd like additional luxuries if possible. Thank you.
I am fond of pigs.
All right, animal husbandry get. All right, let's just have our slingers move up here. Yeah, it's a dead end. Wow. I mean, I'm going to go and grab the tribal village. There's no reason not to, but this is not really a suitable place for another town. So let's get our warrior moving over here and start exploring back over here. Now the camp is going to give us an extra gold, which is great for gold production, but you know what? It's just going to hamstring us in the short term. I want food and I want hammers. And right now we need food badly. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to buy these tiles. I hate to have to do this, but we're going to do that. Because animal husbandry is done, we can now get irrigation because we need that for the bananas. That's going to be in 7 turns. But yeah, I want that over the other. So we're going to go over here and do that. We'll pick up the truffles later because we're not getting into the point where we need the luxury resources desperately for the amenities, which is basically, you know, your way of getting happiness. Early Empire. Nice. A free Eureka. Well, more whales over here, but still not an ideal location. I mean, you got the food. I might move them a step up just to see if there's any sea resources over here. This might be like a tertiary city location over here because it's far enough away. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So this tile or this tile you could build a city on, but it wouldn't be a great city. At least not until later when you can start buffing your sea yields and all that stuff. All right, you throw down a farm. All right, what are you working, Paris? Because I kind of want you working food. You're choosing to work the unupgraded thing. Well, I mean, it's the same yield, but this will just get better once we build the banana farm on it, which will be in 6 turns. And that'll be soon enough to get our inspiration for craftsmanship. All right, well, let's just keep exploring, see what there is to see. I'll move you here onto the banana tile. And then, yeah, you take a step. Ah, double whales. Well, you can't benefit from more than one copy of a single strategic or luxury resource, but you can trade them away. So by putting a city here and then picking up the whales and the fish here, plus all these mountains, that's actually a really good balanced city. Like this would be a really good naval city. Although I don't know if the cliffs are going to screw with that. I might need a harbor district. But yeah, a really good naval city would be right here. So this is worth consideration for later. Naval city. But yeah, not an early game city because we don't have the naval text to make that work for us. We're going to have another slinger here pretty soon, which is awesome. Now then, let's go for yet one more slinger. The magic number is 3 for a reason. After that, I will make my settler so that we can get some expanding going. We'll put you to sleep. And get you moving out of the capital. Pair you up with the warrior there. Now, yes, I know I could get a whole heck of a lot more exploring done if I built, well, an explorer. Ooh, cotton. There's a luxury resource. That might be a good second city to nab, because you want to make sure you nab a plethora of luxury resources, or you're going to stagnate later on with happy caps and all that. All right, you can come back here and join the rest of them. I mean, there's always a small chance the barb hut will spawn back here once we lose sight of it, but oop, tribal village, good. And yeah, this is next to a river too, which is awesome. So this is, I need to map out a little bit more of this before I place down my marker, but this is looking like a really fine second city or third city. Probably second city, because I like forward settling just to make sure I nab the correct resources. This is a good pocket city right here, because it's nice nearby. What was that? Did a barb hut just spawn on my... I think a barb hut just spawned. Well, our slingers will take care of it. The unit has earned experience. Excellent. And we'll just murder the scouts that thing spawns, so he doesn't come back and report on us. You really do need the warrior to pop the hut itself, because the spearmen will come out and attack slingers, and the slingers aren't so good. Alright, we got that, so we can finally get our plantation. And actually that gives us the same yield, it just gives us a bonus gold, which is fine. I don't mind a bonus gold. Yep. Wow, can I call it or can I call it? A barb hut might spawn there. Yep, as soon as I turn my back. Ooh, horsies. That'll be useful. Yeah, this is looking better and better. Maybe like right here, but I want to peel back a little bit more of the map here just to see, so I can sort of idealize my production here, or my placement, I should say. Yeah, let's get archery, because we want to upgrade our slingers that we've been producing here. Tout sweet. Because they will help us in murderifying the barb hut. Alright. Gilgamesh! Well, hello, Big McLarge Huge! An interesting neighbor. I'm glad it's not the Aztecs. I'll give you that. We'll be nice and friendly right now. Alright, so he knows about this. Ooh. He knows about this location. So we're definitely going to make this our first settlement. Even if it means forward settling on him. But yeah, right here, 2 horses plus the cotton. Stays way the heck out of our other stuff. Picks up rice. Has plenty of mountainous terrain for production. Oh, I like it. Yes. Exclamation point, because I know this is going to be that. Because I don't want to waste time and put City 2 here and then risk him grabbing this. So, yeah. What unit needs orders? Yeah, they're already moving out. Well, they're in pretty darn good defensive terrain. And we have another slinger popping out soon. So we can continue exploring. All right. Well, will we be able to fend off this other barb hut with just our slingers? Will we be able to get this this second city location before Gilgamesh nabs it? Find out next time in the next episode of Pinstar Plays Civilization 6. So, if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya.